George Febish here. Today we're going to talk about something that I get asked a lot on my vlog and blogs. For first-time visitors or even someone who's been to one place in Italy, what should I see first? Do I go to Rome? Do I go to Florence? Do I go to Venice? Do I go into some of these small towns that I talk about in my vlogs? Well, this vlog is going to take us through my suggestions. Other people will have different ones on how to see Italy. Obviously, the big cities are important. The architecture is wonderful. The museums are absolutely world-class. The food is good. Can be a little on the expensive side. You are in a big city. But once you've seen those, getting out into the country and seeing some of the small beach towns and mountain towns is an experience that's hard to beat. This is what makes Italy, Italy. Now, let's take a look at these towns in the order that I would recommend them. The first trip to Italy should be the big cities, Rome, Florence, Venice, Naples, see the museums, the tourist attractions, and so on. The order: Rome, Florence, Venice, Naples, the Amalfi Coast, Milan, Verona, the Lake region, San Gimignano, Siena, Assisi, small cities, and then the beaches. Rome. Let's take a look at Rome now. Here we have the Trevi Fountain, Spanish Steps. These are two wonderful places to see. Pantheon, the Bridge of the Angels and Castel Angelo, and the Vatican at St. Peter's Basilica. Here we have the Pieta, which is inside St. Peter's. Old Rome, the Forum. You can imagine Roman troops walking around. And of course, the Colosseum. Here we have the Mount of Truth. And the Trastevere is the old Jewish area, which is now a area of artists. Of course, Joe and I have to stop for lunch and dinner, small trattorias. Our favorite here is the Roman artichokes. And of course, gelato. Lots and lots of gelato. Shopping in Rome is wonderful. Look at this display of gloves. Now we're off to Florence. The huge and memorable Duomo in Florence. Look at the size of this church and the bell tower next to it. The best view of Florence is from the hill outside, where you can see everything, including the beautiful old bridge, the Ponte Vecchio. Here's the David statue in the piazza, not the original. This is the original inside the museum. And some of the best works are the statues breaking out. One of the best museums in Florence is the Uffizi, a must-see. And this is inside the palace, beautiful dining area. Now, let's go off to Naples. Here we see the castle near the docks and the port. And here is the entrance to the old town, beautiful area. Here we're in the Galleria, a wonderful old shopping area, and the Pantheon in Naples, beautiful. Now, let's go to the Amalfi Coast. Here, we're in Capri. This is where you land. And as you go up the road or the funicular, you see a beautiful view. This is the backside of the island, the small beach. Here we have Fragolini Rock. It looks like a gorilla. And now we get our first view of Positano. Steps everywhere here. This is the city of steps. Look at this view down to the major beach. And here's a night view, beautiful sea and sky as the lights of Positano. Here's the same view during the day. Now we're in Amalfi, the church. And we're up in Ravello. Look how beautiful it is up here. And we can look way down toward Positano, Amalfi, and the sea. Now let's go to San Gimignano, one of my favorite cities. The first view are the towers that showed the royalty and how much money you had. Here's one of the few entrances into San Gimignano. The streets can get crowded and they're very narrow and beautiful. This is looking back at that entrance. Here we have an old church with a tower next to it. And here an alfresco dining out on the sides of the city. Now let's go to Siena. The center of Siena is the piazza where the Palio horse race is run. Streets off the piazza are narrow and can be crowded as well. Here is the cathedral, the Duomo, beautiful outside as well as inside. Look at the marble. Now we go to Assisi, the home of St. Francis. As you approach Assisi, you see the huge new church of St. Francis. Here we're in a piazza, outdoor dining as well. Here's our first view of that huge church on the end. Now let's look at the beaches of Italy. Some beaches are sandy like here, some are lava. Look at the palm trees. Here we're in Marina Casalvolina, the mountains, the beautiful clouds, and the marina. Now if you've been to Italy already, then go to the smaller cities, the Amalfi Coast, the mountain towns, the beach resorts. Get to know the people and enjoy your stay. Italy has many areas, the north, the center, the south, Sicily, the islands. Get to know them. They're all wonderful, they're all unique. I hope you've enjoyed my recommendations on how to see Italy. You can obviously modify this and do a big town and some small towns around it. But the one rule I always tell people, don't try to do 14 towns in 10 days. It never works. All that's going to happen is you're going to have spent a lot of money in moving around, not seeing much at all, and when you get home, you're going to be very tired and disappointed. Italy should not disappoint you. Take your time. Be an Italian while you're there. Sit on a cafe or a bar, have a glass of wine or a beer, and look at the people around you. Take in life. Be part of that life. Try to communicate with people. It's a wonderful place to be. Don't miss out on it. It's just as important as going to the major museums. For now, ciao and arrivederci.